Mark, delighted to be with you on day one of the Offshore Technology Conference. How's the day been for you so far?
Yeah, it has been an interesting day because it's, I think, a lot more people than I initially expected, but it's quite busy. Lots of interactions with clients, and earlier today I had to give a keynote speak, so that was also good to do. And we just received the technical award, also the Spotlight Award, which was really good.
Fantastic. So let's delve a little bit into that keynote speech. What were the kind of salient points of the speech that you were doing in that technical session?
Yeah, that's still fresh on my mind, obviously, but there were a few key items. First and foremost, I wanted to make the point that every energy source is required in the future, because energy is still, the demand for energy is growing, especially on the electricity side, and we shouldn't rule out any energy source. So it is oil and gas, it is also renewables, offshore wind, but also small nuclear power plants, all these kind of things. And then the second point was that probably the low-hanging fruit and the areas that are easy to develop are gone. So projects become more complex, there's further offshore, deeper water, so there's more complexity. And the last point related to that was more on the innovation side. You need to really collaborate on the innovation and bring solutions to overcome these challenges.
Fantastic, and Fugro have been well known for their innovation over a number of years now in the global marketplace, and one of those innovations is on the autonomous vehicle side of things. So tell us a little bit about where recently that's been deployed here in the US.
Yeah, so maybe before I go there, very good to know that we already a number of years, for close to 5 years, we have these vehicles in the water, and we're doing projects with remote ROV operations already for a couple of years for multiple clients, and I think that worked really well. So we are probably quite ahead of quite a few others to deploy these units, learn from it. And now recently we deployed one of our Blue Essence, which is basically a USV of 12 meters, still a relatively small one, in Brazil. And we have an operating center, remote operating center opened up in Macaé, and operate that unit for Petrobras, which works really well. And now we're looking at also extending the size of the vehicle. So we have an 18-meter unit in the water, also with ROVs on there, that we can go a little bit deeper water. We're looking at even very deep water, ultra deep water, 2,500 kilometers as well. And for geophysics, we need slightly different design. So we're also building some of these 60 meters probably of that. Yeah.
So you're evolving that technology in terms of size, scale, and how it integrates with the other technologies as well.
Yeah, that's absolutely true, because obviously the different end markets need different solutions. So if you're in a site characterization area, where early on in the projects where you need to determine the characteristics of the soil, you need slightly different sensors. You actually need tow sensors and use sound to penetrate the subsurface to get a reflection there on the seismic side, shallow seismic. Whereas with the ROVs, you're doing more inspection and monitoring work in the operational and maintenance phase. So that's later on in the whole asset life cycle, you could say.
Perfect. And if we look at like the commercial side now, in terms of what's happening within the supply chain, we're at an interesting time at the moment with some recent decisions from the current administration. How has that affected Fugro's business, and what are you doing to kind of mitigate and plan for the future?
Yeah, everybody has seen our results for the first quarter, and it has impacted the first quarter, and it will also continue to impact the second quarter. We have been open about it. We had quite a bit of work on the renewable side here in the Americas. In fact, 7% of our business came out of the Americas on the renewable side. So that now needs to be replaced with different businesses. We're, I think, well on track doing that, but it obviously takes a little bit of time. I would say the current administration offers some challenges, but also lots of opportunities. We see opportunities on the LNG side, on the small reactors, data centers being developed, but also onshore infrastructure that Fugro also does. So there's opportunities there, oil and gas, critical minerals. And then if you look at what the impact was for Fugro as a whole on maybe the tariffs, we're not importing and exporting a lot of goods. So in that sense, the tariffs not directly impact Fugro. But clients are basically becoming more reluctant to sign for new projects to be kicked off, and that's worldwide actually due to the uncertainty and the geopolitical environment that people are waiting a little bit longer. So you see projects being postponed, maybe not kicked off so quickly, and then On top of that, you see on the offshore wind side, actually globally, not here in the US, but globally, that people are, or our clients, the operators, are a little bit more careful committing to new licenses because, interest rate is high. There's a higher cost in the supply chain, I think 40% higher than in 2021, so quite a bit higher. And then the offtake prices that they can get for the energy is low, so they're really critical in deciding, okay, these projects can go ahead and we have a final investment decision on these because, economically viability of these projects is sometimes questionable. But we feel that will stabilize. Europe, for instance, still wants to be independent also on the energy in the long run. So we believe that it will come back and it will also stabilize. There's already 80 gigawatts installed in the world on the offshore wind side. The ambition is 250 gigawatts by 2030. That's probably a little bit too far-fetched, but we believe that it will kick off and continue.
Perfect. So my final question is really what we can expect from Fugro over the next kind of 2 to 3 years, and this, as I say, ever-evolving marketplace. What can we, where do you think that you will be going, and not just kind of here in the US market, but globally? What can we expect to see from you?
Well, you can expect from Fugro that we continue to develop new innovations. Bring them to the market to really make sure that there's more data coming together. Integrated data models. We actually, the prize that we won, the award here, was for a quantitative integrated ground model. So it's really how data from different layers and from different technologies come together. I think this is the future. Then clients can take quicker decisions, better decisions on how they want to develop their projects and save a lot of money doing it. I think also the new technologies allow for probably less emissions, a cleaner operation, and probably more effective data gathering and decision making. So we will continue to bring new innovations to the market, both on the land and the marine side. We have lots of things in the pipeline, and Fugro will change probably the profile of Fugro. It's now 90+% projects, and I think in the future will probably be 70% projects and a bit more software data driven hardware solutions as well.
Perfect. Well, thank you so much for your honesty, and congratulations on the award win. And we wish you all of the best with the future of Fugro.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Yeah.